So yeah, just on that level, like, she was fun to hang out with. Just like I would say about, a guy friend, or one of my kids, my dog, or anyone else that was, I had fun hanging out with. She was fun to hang out with. As it goes in a lot of people's lives, you get into these little, I call them vacationships, because they're not relationships, and they tend to find me when I'm on vacation, so I call them vacationships. And usually they lead to a lot of talk, the same way like when you're in prison and you tell all your fucking homeboys when you're about to hit the gate how you're all gonna stay in touch and everything like that. It just doesn't really happen in vacationships. But, she was an individual who was unique from other vacationships. Most single people, I think, probably, when they go on vacation or go traveling, either with their friends or by themselves or whatever, however the situation goes, usually probably do run into some type of vacationship, whether it be with another person on vacation or a person that lives where you are. Notorious place for these is if you go on a damn cruise on a ship, because you're confined, you know what I'm saying? People will fucking run out of shit to do, like the first, 2 or 3 days of the fucking trip. People realize, fuck, cruises suck. At least that's what I realized. I thought, shit, it'd be fun, I'll go on a cruise. Went on a cruise with my ex-girlfriend, and we went on this, like, a 10-day cruise. Had, like, fucking, like, 6 or 8 ports of call, and this and that. I thought it would be really fun. 2 days into it, realized that I think cruises suck. For a few reasons. One, I realized I was scared because I'm scared of the ocean. Why am I scared of the ocean, you might ask? Because there's sharks in it. It's the obvious answer, yes. And two, it's boring. This shit is boring. But because I am me and a glutton for punishment, I've been on like 2 other cruises. One I went on with someone I was working for, so I kind of got paid to go on. And 2, a third one I went on with, call it whatever you want, like one of my homeboys. It was like a gambling one, it was like once you get out into international waters, you can, gambling is legal and blah, blah, blah. So it was like I believe they called it a casino cruise or something. But anyway, I found that when I went on those 2, I tend to find vacationship chicks to hang out with, because it's like, you go down to the pool or whatever and, see somebody that you know is attractive, and, everybody's able to tell if someone thinks they're attractive back, it doesn't take rocket science. And usually when you're on vacation and it's a vacation ship, there's not a whole lot of extended courting period like there is in quote-unquote real life. And what tends to happen, at least in my experience, is, and I have talked, to other people about this too, and they say it's happened to them as well. Like, what tends to happen is that, make these grandiose plans with these people, because you have such a good time with them. You're on vacation, so A, vacation's awesome in the first place. B, you're probably somewhere you really wanted to go on vacation or whatever. And then, C, because of those 2 things, said person seems maybe a lot cooler, a lot more fun, possibly even more attractive than real life might allow, because of the first 2 variables. So anyway, like it just, anyway, and talking to this girl for, I mean, we only talked maybe like a few messages back and forth, basically came down to, you know, I don't really have any plans to return to, you know, Germany at any point. I didn't really find it to be that fun of a destination. And two, I didn't think that she would be traveling to the United States, especially California, anytime soon. So, you know, anyway, it was just basically like a fucking, almost like when you run into an ex at fucking Whole Foods or Trader Joe's or something. You stand there holding your basket, you talk to him for 10 minutes and you move on. But it just was one of those things that just, you know, made my fucking little wheels spin, because I'm kind of bored here in Northern California, like I said. Anyway, that was like the two things that I could come up with for at least my first video vlog, or whatever the fuck you call these things, of the day. It's hotter than shit Northern California today. It's really not hot. I think the issue with Northern California is more a humidity thing, because it can be like 69, 70 degrees here and feel the same as it does when it's like 110 in fucking, you know, Southern California. Now Vegas, on the other hand, that bitch is just always hot. You know, when I'm over in Las Vegas, I can't but go from the air conditioning in the house to the air conditioning in the car to the air conditioning wherever the fuck I'm going, and then vice versa. But, yeah, it is unusually hot in Northern California today. I haven't really stumbled across anything that I've particularly found controversial or something I want to talk about on YouTube today yet. As you guys know, come here. Stop digging holes in my yard, baby. Anyway, as you guys know, I don't really watch a lot of regular type. Stop it! Don't! Regular type television. Therefore, I get most of my news either secondhand or from YouTube, which means probably 70% of it's not even accurate. But it gives me something to talk about on these little vlogs if I'm not talking about bodybuilding type stuff. Anyway, it's... what time is it? Shit, I don't even know what fucking time it is right now. Anyway, I think it's about time for me to have my third meal of the day, and maybe send a couple of emails that I need to send, and possibly by that time I will have stumbled across something else to talk about. Either that, or we'll have something to talk about on the dog walk chat. Oh, somebody else also watched like one of my very first videos last night and called me a boring cunt or something, and I had to look back at which one it was, and I was like, hey, fuck, I couldn't even say anything. I was like, yeah, that one was boring, that was stupid as fuck. But you know what I mean, like, you learn, you know what I mean, you live and learn how to, you know, what people want to hear about, what people want to talk about, like, and that one was just kind of, it was like my first or second day, and it was really just like, I think I was sitting like right over there, and, it was stupid. He was right. It was boring. And, yeah, so he was right on that one. So anyway, time for me to go in and eat. Shout out to the Silverback crew today. And, yeah, we'll talk again soon. And a part 2.